Hello everybody and welcome to this furniture design tutorial in Shapr3D, in which I'm going to show you how easy it is to create actually bent plywood shell models in Shapr. We're starting with a very simplistic version, then add more details, and then in the end we create one version where we have actually also a nicely modeled lumbar support, and then in the end we put in the stuff for actually the legs. What is really interesting about this design or this approach is actually the type of sketches we only actually need. As you can see, these are the profile sketches. We are lofting everything. So I can show you quickly actually what we're going to do. So there is actually the loft from these sketches. There you can see this. Then actually we're going to fillet the individual parts. And then what's the magic way to create the shell? Well, we just use the shell command. We can also rotate the edges, and that's it. And for example, for the legs, in a similar way, we use also kind of like a fun process. There it is. So as you can see, just a very basic cube or extrusion, which I rotate, add actually some fillets to it, then a construction plane, and then also a sketch to make a swept body. So we have the pipe. Sure. And that basically is the trick, using actually a 3D body to have a 3D sketch. And then we bring everything into the visu and finish this exercise. Okay, let's do it. To get started, let's make sure snaps are on, inches is set. Front view, we start with a sketch, a line from the center, a line up, let's say 17 inches, click 16 to the left, click 16 up, click there, very good, escape, escape. Then we specify this to be 10 degrees for the backrest rotation, and here we rotate this down 5 degrees. Beautiful. And this line here is just a helper. So we just make this a construction line. Very good. Now, how difficult is it to create out of this a shell? Super easy. We add these two lines. Click escape, escape. Really important is this has to be perpendicular. This has to be perpendicular, so 90 degrees. Going to 3D view, we push this out by 8 inches. And then symmetry, then we round actually this to be nice and soft. We can rotate in this face, we can rotate in that face. And then to create the shell, we select all the faces we don't want. Soon as Halloween, do some pumpkin carving and just take a spoon and carve all that stuff away we don't want. There, look at that. See? That's actually pretty easy. Out of a very simple sketch, we make a cube. And then the reason why I said like these lines need to be 90 degrees, you see here, this is 90 degree, and this edge to here is 90 degree. That's why. Okay, so let's go back to sketch one. I would like to have there something rolling down, so I will add an arc. This arc should be tangent to this line. The radius 2 inches maybe, and then here this distance, yeah, 1 inch for the moment. I don't know. This will be possibly change. Very good. So this line here we can delete. This has to be rerouted. There's a new line. Okay. And then whoa, what's happening here? Oh, you should be so, oh, look at that. From there to there, that remains 16. Thank you. This point was actually not coincident constraint. Now it is. And is it tangent? It is. Very good. Now this I can extend and this I can bring over. Then I can trim this one off. And this line to this arc needs to be 90 degrees. That is equal the perpendicular. And yes, we create this really long line. It's all good. Let's exit. We will get some funny complaints. All good. Fix. That is not the piece we're going to use. And then that's good, good, good. Shelling command is confused because there are some faces missing. Here, this face we will use. This one goes. And there we are. Look at that. No? No, actually, we can play with these values. How far do we bring this down? So this is actually working pretty well. 3 degrees is actually good there. Nice. Okay, so I would like to keep a copy of this one, copy, and then I say here unlinked. I look from the side and I move this one over 30 inches. Yeah, very good. Okay, beautiful. And then this one, so there I have this unlinked copy. What I actually basically can do now is this is kind of like a piece I created, and all this stuff here I delete because I don't need this anymore because we are making now a better version. But this way I can document, for example, a previous stage. Okay, so we would like now to bend actually this flat surface. How can we do this? That's actually also pretty easy. So this sketch, we add a construction plane, 8 inches. That thing is way too big. Here, 2 or 3 inches, that is fine. And then we do the same to the other side, 8. And also you, come on, I see you. 3 inches. That is enough. Now, on this construction plane, which is made after the sketch, that is important, we create a sketch and then we're going to import all the important elements. So this one, yes, and probably this one, yes. I will also import this one and this one. And really important here is this needs to be a linked edge, a linked sketch. Cool. Click done. Very good. These two things here are just helpers. So make construction. And now what we can do is from this point, we just simply draw a new line. 16 inches. There we are. Very good. Click over, click back. And then you guessed it, we do exactly the same thing again. 90. And this is perpendicular or 90. With this, we can rotate this in. Technically speaking, this line actually I don't need. But with this, I see where previously it was. What is, for example, the amount of rotation difference? 5 degrees. Beautiful. So with that, we will now here create a new sketch. And instead of drawing everything again, I simply project all the stuff in. I saw a complaint up here because that sketch could not be linked. Yeah, I have a feeling why. There it is. I made a rectangle. Sketch 2 there. The software now really made a sketch after sketch 2. Now actually this helps to clean up the timeline. Project, too bad actually Umbrella Academy is done. No more timeline jumping and everything. Was actually a pretty cool show. There we are, here, linked sketch, and okay, perfect. And let's see what happens if we select all these three and then we loft this. Why can't we loft that? You? Oh, that little one needs to go, that rectangle. Now we have 3 clean profiles, which we can loft. There we are. What's the next step to do? Correct. We can round this there. Perfect. Yeah. Maybe isolate so the sketches are gone. And then we can select all this. Shelling again. There. Look at that. That's maybe a little bit of a thick shell. 1 inch. 0.75. Whoops. Yeah, beautiful. And look at that, how nicely actually now the backrest at the top is arced, and then to the bottom it comes down to be nice and straight. Cool. What do we do now? We document our hard work. We double click that thing, copy, not a linked copy, and move this over 60 inches. Very good. There. Beautiful. Because now we actually would like to modify the sketch one more time. I will move the timeline to here so this doesn't get evaluated, because now we're going to add in more lumbar support. So this sketch, the center one, we're going to work with first. Add a line to here, to there, and then back. That's very pointy, but that's okay. That's going to be our lumbar support. This one, let's say 5 inches. Very good. Okay. Then now, after that, we created actually this sketch. So the time order is important. Here we add this 2, and there we are. I'm going to hide this one. So now I can go side view, and there I can see now, is my lumbar support actually at the same position, or do I bring this arc over even a little bit more? I can go to here and say, look, make this 20 degrees, because then here I can make this also 20 degrees. So these points are now exactly at the same position. Very good. Then in this third sketch, we go to project and bring that stuff over. No, that is the target. These are the pieces to bring over. There we are. And then go to loft. Loft will not do what I want, which makes sense. So go edit, clear, and then say 1, 2, 3. Done. All the sketches I hide because they're really getting into our view. Then I go to fillet. Fillet is going to complain because the geometry changed. Click on this edge one more time. There. And here's one important thing. Let's switch this to chord length and maybe 4. Let's go with 3. And then we can select this one, fillet this. You see how this has kind of like a different shape. That is not what I want, which is why I switch also this one here to chord length. The radius might have to be changed there. Now you see these lines are more parallel. That's actually much, much cleaner. Very good. So if I click on this one, there, or actually I click on the fillet, then I get this angle and I can drag this closer there. Okay, that's really nice. Beautiful. I think we can bring this one to shell. Shell definitely. Oh yeah, it will work. Good, no complaints. Beautiful. Look at that. You see now we have actually a nice lumbar support, and we could go ahead and perfect this a little bit. So many sketches here. This one we make not 5, but we make 6. And then also this one we make 6. So we bring this one up. Oh, yikes. This here was not. brought over as projected. So I have to reproject this one as linked sketch. Didn't notice that there. And yeah, here Loft will complain, but it's okay. We simply reevaluate everything. You're complaining? Seriously? Edit, clear. 1, 2, 3. Done. There we are. Oh, the body's hidden. All good. Yeah. So that actually got bigger. Now I would like this, for example, to be bigger. So I can go click edit feature, rotate this. And you see I can bring this up. With all these sketches, bring this into one folder so it's easier to take a look at. Yeah. Sweet. No? Really nice. Can we actually here select this and bring this over 5 degrees? Yeah. Now also here you see this is afterwards also possible. Cool. Okay. That's really beautiful. This thing up here, that looks a little bit terrible. How can we fix this? Why do we have this? Ah, they all are different angles. So what's actually an easy trick here? Yeah, I will do it this way. This is my center sketch, no? So, I will go add construction plane and plane along angle along this edge, along its own face here. Oop, 90 degrees. Very good. And then, okay, this one split by this one. Oh, that's not in it. Ah, interesting. Okay, good. Then let's undo this. What else can we do? Well, let's try this one out. Construction plane. There we are. 3 points. So click on these edges, and then here at the center, there, U minus U and split. Now there we can see it doesn't really cut through cleanly, so this maybe this construction plane we want to bring down a little bit. So this is actually also not really looking very good. How do we do this? Yeah, well, you know what? What we can do, we simply make a new sketch and then we take a look at where we are. We simply draw here a line and make a box. There. The box is a little bit crazy, but this is kind of like perpendicular to here, not necessarily there. So let's say like this, and then we select this and whoop, cut this off. We say symmetry, there we are. And because we lost a little bit of the background, you see, we can bring this back up. Man, Shapr is really cool. Yeah. Okay, beautiful. Now we have a really nice and cleaned up backrest. Woo, sorry for the crazy movements. A little bit of ergonomics. We don't want sharp edges. They can really hurt a lot. There we are. 0.5, round this a little bit. Maybe that's not enough. Like 1 inch. Yeah, that is sufficient. Okay, good. Now, how can we do actually some interesting looking pipes? We're going to do this in a very easy way and a more intuitive way, maybe. I will make a sketch. Here we are, and I will draw a line up. I will go to here, to there, and then I will go, I don't know, maybe to here and there. Whoops, this line should go there. I will draw here a line that's actually important. Okay, no. This line and this line should be parallel, and the distance, that's actually key. That should be, well, if the pipe is maybe 0.75, it's 0.75 divided by 2, because that is the radius. There we are. Okay. This one can maybe go to here. This can maybe go to there. Okay. And then actually we are going to select this, extrude this one out a little bit. Question is, do we go to the outside? Yeah, maybe. Let's go to here. And then I go to there, this, and rotate this 5 degrees. Yeah, very good. Perfect. And here are some really funny modeling tricks. We are going to fillet actually these edges as we want. We also here can go a chord. So we have exactly the same radius. That's way too big. That's maybe okay. Why did I do all this stuff? Well, on this edge here, no, I'm going to create a construction plane. On that construction plane, I'm going to add a sketch. And on that sketch, I'm going to draw a circle, 0.75. That is correct. And now I can select this body here and the edges actually as a guide to create this swept pipe. There we are. Pretty cool. Okay. And then this, I will simply mirror over. There we are. This one we can hide for the moment. No, there we see actually we do have our legs. A little bit way too far to the behind. And you see how easy it is with adjusting actually the sketch, how we are driving the changes in our model is like super, super easy. Okay. Because with the adjustment of the sketch, I adjust also the 3D body. And with that, I'm also adjusting then the legs, because the sweep command is changed. 0.5, bring this a little bit lower. We can go to extrusion, bring this further back in. You see by moving actually the body further in, I'm moving also the pipe further in. People say history is complicated. Not really, once you know how to use it. It's like awesome sauce. Okay, beautiful. Now, even from here, the legs are not boringly going straight down. They're actually having this nice 5-degree angle, like there. Cool. Okay, beautiful. Now, we can clean up our scene a little bit. We're reaching somewhat the end of this exercise. This body, we can actually now delete because we kind of like don't need it anymore. There we have now our individual shells. You can see how they evolved. Actually, if we want to know, we can sort our design a little bit and then say good you. So this one actually go over 30. Thank you. And you. Okay, which one is it? There. Go over 30. That way I should have moved the first one actually 60 inches. This actually makes more sense. Bong, bong, bong. Now, there you can see how things actually evolve. Beautiful. The two edges we can select. 0.1. That's good. What else is missing? What kind of like for something to sit on? We have nothing really here to, there's no pipes or anything. What's a very quick way to do? Well, because we have all these crazy sketches, and from all those, I only need actually the last. I might actually simply drag this one out of the folder. Oh no, then it's 5. Oh yeah, it's sketch 5. This goes back. There we are. Thank you. Very good. Um, this is actually, this upper edge is right at the center of the pipe. So what does that mean? Well, when we edit this sketch, go to circle and then, well, add actually just a circle here and a circle there. This is 0.75, so we can make this 0.6. It's a little bit smaller. And then we select these halves, bring this over, but instead of cutting, just make a new body. And then here we go ahead and say symmetry there. Okay. There's also spaces in between. We can skip those for right now. But I think this way you started noticing why I also said we start with the shell, build this first, and then actually we build the leg construction, because this is the way more complicated design element. Cool. Okay. I shouldn't have said that to skip it, because now I'm going to show you, because I realized, oh, this is actually super easy too. Okay, so here we are. From here to there, I make a line, and then I make another line. Then actually I do the same here and there. All actually you and you, just perpendicular, and then all these lines I make parallel. U and U, 0.25, and then the same here, 0.25. And then I can say, whoa, that's maybe difficult to see. So let's isolate this. There we are. I could, because this is like a disk, go ahead and say where this intersects, you go over and actually be perpendicular, no, parallel. Now you see, then we could revolve this, because I would like this actually to nicely snug over it. I do simply a revolve, and there you see there are actually our spacers. Then those I move over, let's say to there. Very good. And then we do a mirror over to the other side. Cool. And if this could be, for example, plastic or something, then they are being screwed in between. Okay. But this actually is really no the end for the modeling. But hopefully you saw how easy this is. Very good. Now we can go ahead, go to modeling, visualization, and then we are going to, let's say, how should we do this? Yeah, we do it this way. Zack, zack, zack. Because this way the site materials have actually a definition. Then now we can simply select the front faces, and we select also the back faces. It can get at times a little bit tricky to see what is what. So maybe sometimes, now as you can see here, I changed the material so it was easier to see. Very good. So now what is, for example, glossy red I keep. Let's go to the wood material, scroll down, and this one I plug onto the white. There we are. That is okay, but I don't like the orientation. Oh, there. 90 and 0. Nope, that, oh, 90. Very good. That's kind of terrible. Oh yeah, this one, that's better. And 90 and 0. Ah, there it is. Very good. No, nice. It flows nicely. Okay. What's going with you here? So 84, 84. 90. That's actually interesting how this actually does not work on that one. It's unfortunate. That should not have happened that way. Okay, let's quickly try to figure out 90 and 90. Oh, out of. Yeah, sometimes the answers are very easy. Just do this auto match body off. There we are. Okay, perfect. You see, also I forget stuff at times. This one we can make white. There we are. This looks actually quite nice. Then we have the default material left, and that, for example, we can convert with polished aluminum. And there we are. It's got you a nice black environment. And look at that. A very quick introduction into how we can create bent plywood shells with lumbar support, and then also a basic lag system under it. That's it.